everybody.
Hey, guys. Oh, I was almost so close to getting the chat up.
I'm right behind you. We're working on it, but I want to say thank you, everyone, for jumping over here to the Chattanooga Ed channel. We've got 565 subscribers now. Thank you very much for that.
Wow. I picked up 5 subscribers today. That's amazing. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are super cool. Hey, James, once you get yours up, do you want to say thanks to everybody while I get mine up? Because we weren't able to say hello and thanks to everybody.
We weren't. We've got 48 people here now and 27 thumbs up, so thank you for that. I'm going to pop my chat out, and I will say the hellos a little bit more mellowed out here so I get a chance to say hi to everybody.
I've got to pop mine out, too.
It's a thinking. It's a waiting. It's on Top Chat again. That's one thing I hate when you pop it out. It goes straight to Top Chat. All right, see if I can name off 41 people real quick. T-Bone, Pasiwi, Sandy Dowdy, John Cox, Danikin Aquatics, 44 Mag Guy, Fish and More, Cody's Son, Dragon Lair, Scott's Aquatics. I'm sure it's a T-Bone, but if not, hello again. Punchy Pates, roll through here. Pat and Jess Cole, how's it going? Shy Guy, Mrs. Fever, Candy Overhauls, hello. Fish Stream, Chevy Fish, Scott's Aquatics, Chewy LTD. What's going on, my friend? Rose Aquatics, Priscilla MK, hello, or excuse me, How to Garden. We'll fix that. BJ Palmer, Big J's Fish Keeper, Pugamus. I still always want to say Pugamus Maximus, but it's just Pugamus now, so I'm going to get that in my head eventually. Psychedelic Hippocampus, hello, and again, congratulations. Big Tank Hank, congrats again to you. I'm sure I missed the people. Jordan Stoll, GRB Aquatics, BJ Palmer. And if I missed you, I'm sorry the chat jumped on me. You got it pulled up, Ed? Ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, thank you so much, GRB, for watching my DIY cover. I'm going to try to always get at least one video out a week. I've videotaped so much stuff in the last 6 months. I need to like splice it all together and get it going. Still, my editing's a little rough. James, I need to figure out how to trim just a little. Every time I trim the stuff in the middle that I want. Because like I do like, okay, turn off the camera, and that's in there. It's like, oh, I couldn't get that out.
I got you. I'll be glad to help. Priscilla says that was 26. I read all that I saw. Of course, I'm sure we've got some lurkers, 50 people watching, and we appreciate the lurkers as well. I didn't get to say thank you to the lurkers in mine, but thank you to the lurkers and listeners. You all are appreciated.
For sure.
So you had... Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying you had something awesome you were about to show us before we swapped over here.
Yep. Well, you know what? Let me lead up. Today I did my cover for the tubs. Like I didn't like how I had put my bird netting over the tubs to keep the dragonflies out because I just thought it looked tacky. So I came up with something in my head, and it kind of worked. It really worked. Up until one point, the only thing I didn't measure was the downspout from the pool house. And I say pool house, it's a pool shed. But it comes down and bumps into it. So it's a little off, but it still covers everything. And next year, I think it's going to work actually perfect. There's this new plexiglass. Well, actually, I found out today that it's not new. Cichlids 23. Is it 23? Cichlids 23?
Yeah, C23.
Okay. I never call him by his last name, or his last name. Most people say C23, and I just say sick all the time. But he mentioned that PVC that I used has been around for 15 years. It's so cool. Actually, I said I bought a 12-foot. I actually bought a 20-foot roll, or a 20-foot pipe, and they just rolled it up and taped it. And I just stuck it in the back of my truck instead of having to hang it out or something. It's awesome. Crazy how flexible it is.
Now, is that the PEX tubing?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it was called. And they use it for hot and cold lines because people have been stealing copper from houses. And, but I mean, it works great. They have it in a few sizes. But if you're going to be plumbing sumps, I would buy the blue. It doesn't cost much. I think it might be even cheaper than the PVC, or at least it's right on line, and it's already blue. I wish I would have brought a pipe down here to show you guys, but I bought some of that blue, the smaller stuff, for doing the betta barracks someday.
Good to know. I'm going to go cut it off of my hot water heater right now so that I can use it.
The copper?
No, the PEX tubing.
Oh, I thought you could like steal your own copper and then replace it with that.
No, but that is really good stuff, and it is super flexible. I've actually, when I run the water lines for like auto top off and stuff like that, I want to run them just so I can do water changes without having to run the pipe on everywhere, hardwire it kind of. That's exactly what I'm going to use. Very good stuff.
It's super cool, and I mean the color, you can't beat it. It's awesome. Yeah. Okay. So, nevertheless, I am going to be bringing my guppies in very soon from the tubs because it's supposed to get to 55 degrees this weekend. So I'm thinking about maybe even doing it tomorrow. And I've got a whole mess of guppies that need to be placed. So I'm going to kind of show you guys what I've kind of set up. My stupid camera isn't working. No, Nico, he's using this as an excuse to get on the cable. Come on, back. Okay. Get on the keyboard. But as you guys can see, let's see if I can do this right. These tanks, Bob, Kaler, and I both bought 2 each from our local fish store, Aquatic Aesthetics.
Lucky.
Yeah, he was so good to us. He gave us such a good deal. Nope. The cat keeps trying to get on the keyboard because he's far away from me. No. Okay. So they're all divided, but the water can go through. I haven't raised the water all the way up. But that's just because I wanted to have plenty of space to be able, or I didn't want to make a huge mess when I'm putting the guppies in. But I've noticed that I've kind of got 2 different color guppies out of my favorite guppy pond. So instead of purple and yellow, some are coming out purple and red. So the farthest 2, I'm going to put the purple and reds in this, or purple and yellows, and purple and reds in this one. I'm going to put my females here, and then my grow out tank will be here, and then the rejects will go into the mutt guppy tank. And then I'm going to kind of do the same thing here with my the all yellow ones. They're called, gosh, they're actually white and teal. They're called champagne guppies. Basically, they're all pond guppies because they just look beautiful from above. So that is my goal here. And then at the top of the tank, you can see I have 1 5-gallon tank there. I've got 2 more 5 gallons in the other room, but I think I can fit 8 or 9 5-gallon tanks up here, and that's going to be my nursery. So for all my different guppy tanks where they like to eat the guppies, I'm going to have it labeled what they are underneath it on this thing, and that's going to be my grow out nursery tanks for all my other guppy lines that like to eat their babies. So hopefully I'll get a lot more Moscows, red Moscows and blue Moscows, because they really pound their babies pretty bad. And nope, Nico, nope, back. I'm going to turn it back so that way Nico doesn't keep getting tempted here. But yep, that's kind of been what I've been working at. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go back one more time. Sorry, I'm going to make everybody today. I set up a tank right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it with some of the pond water here, and all the guppies are going to go here, and then I'm going to be taking, like, sorting from this 10-gallon tank and putting them into those other tanks. So this is just a temporary right here, but that way I don't have to be separating them from a 5-gallon bucket. So, yep, that's in the plans for the next couple days.
Very, very nice. I've still got entirely too many tanks that are not set up at this point, but it is what it is. So I do have a couple things. I didn't know if you want to talk about events. It's been a while since we've done the event breakdown like you used to do on the weekly talks, but we've got a couple things. One of which is the parking lot swap in Indianapolis, in Indiana.
And we're going to be there. And I would bet LRB will be there, and so will Haley. Haley, I'm sure, will probably be selling stuff. Haley at Oddball Aquatics.
And that is for the Circle City Aquarium Club, which I am apparently not a member of their Facebook group, so I can't pull that page up currently. It is a private group, but I need to join that. And I think we're both going to become members when we go up there this time around.
For sure. They're all such great guys. And if we're going to be going to their things, I think we ought to join them. And Absolutely. They have a great T-shirt, too. So it's worth doing it just to be able to get the T-shirt.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. I do have another thing that is going on as well. I believe it was Select Pet, if I'm not mistaken, sent me the info on this one. And yes, I know my camera's off. I can't see the chat, but somebody's probably mentioned it. But let me share this because I can access this page. And that is this one. This is in Lexington, Kentucky. Blah. The Bluegrass Fish Keepers Association is doing a parking lot swap meet Saturday, October 10th at 10 a.m. Parking lot aquarium swap meet in Lexington, Kentucky.
Now, is it free for everyone, or do you have to be a member?
I believe it is free for everyone. It was. Do we have Select Pet in here? I guess I should find my chat again, and I can see if Select Pet is here.
Tom Patterson just popped the Circle C Aquarium Club trunk swamp is September 25th or 27th, 2020. He gives the address, and the times are going to be 10 to 2. And it's kind of a bummer. James and I were talking about doing our live show. We were going to set up our trunk and put up our table and just do the live stream from the parking lot. But we're still going to have a lot of fun. So,
so here we go. I hope he doesn't mind me reading this. There's nothing personal or private in it. But he says, we're putting together a fish swap in Lexington if y'all get bored and want to go for a drive, because Ed and I love to just randomly go to fish stuff. Yeah. If you come, feel free to bring stuff to sell if you want. We aren't charging any kind of fees.
Oh, awesome. See, now, St. Louis just had theirs last weekend, and I wish I would have made it. I didn't know in time, and it still would have been hard to get all the way to St. Louis, even though I need to get there because I haven't seen my brother for a while. But theirs is members only. Now, one guy that's part of the club there said that he would pay for my fee, which was really cool. But I guarantee that I will come next year. I'll be there. Back at my old club I haven't seen for 20 years.
So here is the information. There's the address. And again, this is on Facebook. If you go and you search their club, the Bluegrass Fish Keepers Association. And then there's address there. And just for information, because I know we have people lurking, not everybody's watching, it says this is an outdoor swap meet for aquarium fish and related items. We will be observing social distancing and all local and state PPE, personal protective equipment, and safety regulations. Open to the public. There are no fees to buy or sell. Please bring any tables, chairs, umbrellas, or whatever you may need. We will not be providing. No pre-registration is required, but if you know you would like to sell, please contact me to reserve a spot. We will take sellers first come, first serve after people that have contacted me to reserve a space. Again, we are not collecting any fees from this event, but donations for a silent auction are always welcome. Any questions, feel free to ask. So I think that is really, really cool. And I need to get my chat back.
I just looked up Lexington is 248 miles. I drive through Knoxville to get there.
Woohoo. I like that. It means I don't have to drive to Ed's house to meet up with him.
3 hours and 58 minutes from my house. And it goes by your place, which is even nicer.
Well, and honestly, we could take my car for that if you wanted to just swing by my house.
Yeah, we might be able to just do that and, go up before and come home. Maybe even Bob Kaler would want to go with us on that one, too. I don't know.
Absolutely.
So if it's a day trip, he can do that.
And I feel bad for him because he drives to everything. So something close like that, let me drive and take care of it so you don't have to drive for a change.
Well, that's cool. Definitely. But since it's a day trip, Bob might be able to do it. Oh, what did Bob just say? Ed, it's 58 degrees, 80s for the next 2 weeks. Subs won't cool down that much. Sweet. All right, Bob, I will keep them out for the next 2 weeks. And then I can use my new top even longer.
Well,
Sorry to side.
no, you're good. I was
talk
going
about
to
something.
try to see if anybody had any other questions about this or if anybody said they were going to be there. Cody's saying there will be a swap in Davenport November 8th. Do we have a club for that? And Candy, thank you for posting links. I appreciate that. I really, really do.
Wow, I am going to need to start doing our event list again. I apologize, folks. That's so cool that events are happening again. That's super neat. Hey, Ginger could even go up to Lexington. I don't know. That's probably like an hour and a half to 2 hour drive for her, I bet.
I'm loving the fact that there are more things happening. And from what I saw earlier, Aqua Halloween this year is still on, correct?
It is still on, and they've also put out dates for next year, and they've added a third location. I don't know if you saw that link I sent you.
I did. I thought that you were saying it was canceled at first.
No, this is for the following year. Let me see. This was from Priscilla. She sent this to me.
I thought that's why it was canceled. When I saw the 3 dates, I was like, oh, they canceled this year and added one. I'm working on it. Bear with me.
Orlando, which is, I think, about an 8-hour drive for us. It's really strange. We're like in a triangle. We're in a Bermuda Triangle or Aquashella Triangle of places because we're like in the middle of all 3 of these spots. But still, Orlando's the closest. And there's also, we could go to Disneyland and go to the Star Wars park. Just throwing that out there as a possibility. And they also have alligator gardens that we could go see. I like watching alligators.
See, so aquashella.com is still only showing the 2. So I guess we won't pull that up. That's weird. But their page has always been kind of behind. No offense, but...
Well, I'm not offended. But, you know, maybe Priscilla got in secret information because she's so cool.
Fancy. Yeah.
They want to make sure that Priscilla goes to all of them because she's so popular. And hopefully I didn't just show something that wasn't supposed to be shown.
Yeah, so they have got listed Chicago and Dallas there. But they've not.
Yeah, but that's for 2020. Now let's see when they are.
I don't know why it's not. I mean, that's unless they've got a new link for this year, possibly. But you'd think they just put it on aquashella.com.
Well, now that's weird because Dallas next year will be the 30th and 31st. And I can't just stand on my. I think
they decided Aqua Halloween was going to be a thing going on.
Well, I don't like it. I don't like Halloween show. There's a few holidays that I love. I love Thanksgiving because I like to eat a whole lot and not feel guilty. I love Halloween because I like to dress up and be other things. And, well, Christmas is just great. So, yeah. So, but Halloween is one of my favorites. And my family does a Halloween party every year, and I'll be missing that this year, which is a big bummer. So, and I mean, I dress up every year, so I'm like a big part of that. So, kind of a drag.
44 Mad Guy says, what about a fish tuber meetup? Yeah, so I want to, and this is not, we're not going to call it a fish tuber meetup. We're going to call it a fish room fever meetup. That way I don't get in trouble for not hosting it somewhere else. But I am definitely wanting to set up another meetup at Aquatic Marine here soon. I've talked to them about that. They would like to host another one for us. So very appreciative to them. So definitely, if y'all are interested in another Knoxville meetup, and again, I'm in Knoxville, so it's a lot easier for me and the local fish store to get together than I don't have Nashville fish stores calling me and going, "Hey, you want me to host a meetup?" So anybody is always welcome to fire something up or let me know. But I know for sure that Aquatic Marine here in Knoxville is more than welcome. Or is graciously willing to host another meetup.
Now, next year, I can guarantee that we will be in Murfreesboro I say I guarantee. As long as the Deep South Guppy Show is having their show. It's a free show for anybody to come off the street and check it out. They're ran by a whole bunch of guys that have been in it for decades, and they're not too friendly. Honestly, I mean, I can say that because a couple of them talked to me and were super nice, but most of them were just grumps. And they had all these people coming off the street that had never seen a show or anything. And I was just talking to all these random people that have never like participated in anything like this. And I was like, man, they're hurting the hobby by not helping, by not explaining what's going on. You shouldn't be talking about your meatloaf, what you put in your meatloaf. You should be talking guppies to people that have never done it. So I thought it'd be really cool if us YouTubers crashed it, because we're all friendly people and we love meeting new people. I think it'd just be wonderful for all the people that walk in off the street. And it's also really cool to look at all the guppies. And there was a couple cool people that explained stuff to me. And maybe by then we'll even know more. So it's like, I'm sure Catfish Terry, that's in his town. And Ginger lives right there. It'd be so cool to have one of our Tennessee Mafia meetings there, I think.
Absolutely.
And then we're also going to do a Tennessee aquarium thing, but right now they're still by appointment. So that's the Chattanooga one for us.
Yeah.
I'd say for us, Bob and I, we're like the Chattanooga guys.
Like Bob Keller's Aquatics says, we talked about moving it every time, but as long as I can drive it, I don't care. And that's exactly it. And that's why I don't want to proclaim it as the Tennessee Fish Tuber Meetup. Like I'm in charge of that out of, I guess, group, if you will, because that's always kind of like a, hey, let's get together and figure it out. But I'm not going to tell the LFS, no, we don't want to come there because we were here last time, So.
And for the Tennessee Mafia, Fish Mafia, I checked out the place right next to me, the screen shop. They don't even know what bowling shirts are. So I thought I'd give Kenny a shot and see if he knows, because his wife owns a place like that, I think.
Yeah, she does that stuff. Yeah.
We'll see if she knows anything about bowling shirts or would want to do it. And if she doesn't, then I'll just have to go through St. Louis.
Gotcha. There's also a place directly across the street from me that she knows that the owner of that as well. They're kind of partner friends, if you will, I guess. So I can talk to them across the street as well. We need to find the bowling shirts and figure that out, because I think that would be really cool for events. Show up and you got, several people there with the Tennessee Fish Mafia shirts on.
Yeah, and it'd be really cool if we could pass them out at your thing.
Kenny E. at Danikin Aquatics had mentioned a wet spot meetup. That would be awesome. I'd love to get out there one day, but there's several people out there that I know are close enough. And like Jesse said, HC Aqua, I would like to visit the wet spot one day. Yes, that's definitely on the to-do list sooner rather than later, hopefully. But at some point, we got to get out there.
John Cox says that he never knew that Murfreesboro had a guppy show. It's an IFGA guppy show. So it's like the biggest guppy organization pretty much in America. And they've got us in different brackets. And the Deep South is like pretty much everybody but Florida and maybe Texas. But they meet in Murfreesboro for this event every year. It's pretty cool. And it's not just them putting the fish in. It's people from all across America. They mail their fish in, or they come in and visit and just stay at the hotel that they're located at. And it's pretty cool. And I noticed that the people that came in and visited were a lot of fun too. Like they came in from Boston. I talked to some people from Boston. I think some from Connecticut.
That's awesome.
A couple guys from Ohio. So they were all really informative too when I went. It was just, a couple old grumps, which we can rectify and make it more fun for everyone else. And the grumps can still be grumpy and be happy that people came and looked at their fish.
Right. Absolutely.
It's a win-win.
Yeah. John Cox says, I won the show one year and won the class once as well. Very, very cool, John Cox.
Oh.
Gotta love that. Hey, Jenny French.
I thought he said he didn't know about it. I'm sorry. That's awesome.
But yeah. And then I think in February, the IFJ has their show out where Guppy Guru's at, if I'm not mistaken.
They have them almost every month. They just canceled every show this year. And so I don't know how many regions there are there, because like St. Louis has one too for maybe the Midwest. So yeah, so like I learned a lot from Doug Gray. He has an amazing web page or YouTube channel where he shows how he keeps his lines super gorgeous, and he's won a lot of championships. He's an amazing guy. I love his shows, and I can ask him I can text him stuff, and he's so nice. He answers stuff. Great guy.
Absolutely. So I was trying to find some information. I'm not going to be able to find it quick enough, but she was talking about some Half-Black AOC white leopards being put up by Stephen Quartler today. Very cool. I've got some of his stuff, not directly from, but some of his line. Very good stuff. Very cool stuff. Sorry, I jumped right in the middle of their conversation, but I saw the name and I was like, hey, I've got some of his stuff.
That's cool. Doug is OG. An old guy. Over
the original Guppy.
Oh, the original Guppy. That is so cool. I'm gonna have to use that OG. I'm always afraid of saying old, but original Guppy, that's cool.
Oh, Fish Pappy says big IFGA show in Chicago also.
Yep. Chicago has everything. Chicago is such a great town when it comes to fish communities. Love it. I mean, really, there's other big cities in this country, but I don't think any of them pull together like Chicago. I mean, Ohio's really awesome how they've got all the different cities and everything works real well in Ohio.
Right.
But man, when it comes to just one city, Chicago really has it down. Gotta say, good job. I've been to the Cichlid show, one of them years ago, and I got some Hans discus, or fish keeper Hans discus, and they were amazing.
Priscilla says, no, seriously, Colorado, I'm in with someone on a warehouse. We could do an actual event.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
that'd be neat, though.
We definitely have to try and get out there.
Yep. If you do it, I will do my best to be there, and I will promote the poop out of it.
Make sure I ain't missing anything. Oh, Bob was just saying original gangster for OG. Yeah. Oh, I know. But I like original Guppy better since it was a good conversation.
What is AOC?
Age
AOC of Conan. Age of Conan. I used to play that game.
We'll go with that.
I was trying to think. I know the AOC.
Acts of Caring. That's what it is.
Oh. Well, there used to be a game called Age of Conan, and it was super cool.
People are going to be yelling at us here in just a second what it actually is.
What are those things called? Not memes. What are those things called? So, when it's like letters that mean something and nobody else knows what it means.
And nobody else knows.
Oh, other color. Guppies of. Oh, I know what AOCs are from I
thought you were just being goofy at us while I was playing along with you.
No, I just forgot.
I never know because you'll say stuff that I'm like, you know this, Ed, but you're just joking, and then other times. So, but yeah.
Well, I didn't think there's also the Senator AOC, and I don't know, maybe Representative AOC from New York, but I didn't think he was talking about her. So I was thinking it must mean letters. I knew that. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, no, I've got the Half-Black AOC leopards. Those are actually, I've got myself covered up because I'm swapped with Ed. I put on my Half-Black AOC leopards in this tank.
Somehow I lost chat. I've been looking at StreamYard chat, so I'm like 15 seconds behind everybody on top of it. I just realized that I was about to say, thanks, Bob, for posting, and I was like, how did Bob do that? He's black.
Kettler's Aquatics, thank you for posting the link to Doug Gray's channel. Doug has got some awesome stuff, and yes, he is an OG, original Guppier.
I love that.
There we go, acronym. I'm like, and it's a secret. I don't know what the one is. It's a secret, but yeah, acronym. GRB says, Kentucky swap meet, Ed and James planning to go. So yeah, I mean, I'll be there. I mean, Ed has stuff, but I
do have to have a heart surgery at some point. I was supposed to have had it already, and my surgeon and my cardiologist canceled, and they have a new appointment for me to show up where they're going to talk about it, I think, on the 23rd. So I think that's next week. So I say I'm going to Indianapolis. I'm going to try to talk them into pushing it back, but then at the same time, I don't want to push it back too far. I want to recover for Aquashella. But I think it's just like a 2-day procedure. I have to have a heart valve replacement. But after they do it, they want you to lay around and they just watch you for a while to make sure that everything's okay.
So we've got
he doesn't reject it.
61 people watching and 50 thumbs ups. Come on, guys. This guy will reschedule heart surgery to go to a fish meetup for you all to get to see some footage. I think we can get him a couple more thumbs ups. But I do appreciate everybody being here and the 50 thumbs ups. If you haven't subscribed to, this is still throwing me off being able to move us around. That guy right there, you're already here. You follow this over, you might as well hit that subscribe button because he's an awesome guy. And he's putting out videos now, which is very, very cool.
I'm trying. James, if I can't go to the Indianapolis one, maybe I'll give you like $100 and just buy me bags of guppies.
Okay.
And I'll give you some money to also buy me some orange shrimp from LRB.
We can absolutely figure out something when we know exactly what's going on with it. I'm getting my chat back over here.
I really need another bag of the red Moscows because one of my female Moscows died giving birth. So I've got one female and 4 boys. And I've put the 2 of the boys in a different tank just so they're not overwhelming her. But they're just eating all the fry. So I'd like to get at least 2 more girls.
So Chevy Fish says
cow valve. Oh, I don't know. There's also, they were talking about a new type of plastic one, but they said the plastic one lasts longer maybe, but it makes noise, and I don't know if I can handle something making noise, so I don't know what that means. They'll explain it all to me next week.
Chevy Fish. Oh, sorry, buddy. Yeah, no, you don't want a little noise constantly. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun. That would drive me nuts.
Yeah.
Chevy Fish's World Guppy Contest going on to enter right now through the end of September. It's online and open to anyone. Go to Pat's Fish Tanks for info. So there we go. Good to know. Good to know. That was a little further up, but I was digging.
I really like the little emojis of the pig and the cow, though.
I see that now. That is cute. I like that. I think we're caught up. If I missed any questions, feel free to throw them in there. How late are you planning on going tonight, Ed? I know we cut into your time some.
We can just go to our normal time, or I don't know if is anybody going afterwards. I mean, I don't know. We don't need to go forever.
I do not know. I only bring it up because it is 12:18 Eastern time where we are at, so that gives us about 12 minutes till our typical shut off. But again, we went a little over on yours. Mr. Fish, Sir Brad, good to see you, buddy. Says Fisherman Fever, if they have to open Ed up through the breastbone, he won't need to go anywhere for 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's what happened to my dad, but because we have the same birth defect. But my dad, he's in his 70s, late 70s, and when they went to take it out, it was almost falling apart, and so they decided to open him up after all because it was so old. But hopefully mine's not deteriorated like that. Now, the thing with mine is I played so many sports and everything, mine broke down quicker than my dad's. But I think his had calcium also all over his or something weird like that. Mine is actually, ripped a hole in the valve because most valves are supposed to be 3. Mine's ripped a hole in it, and then because of that, it started an aneurysm behind it. But all of that can be removed with one valve. So, and that maybe because the aneurysm, I'll have to have a pig or a cow valve because maybe the plastic wouldn't work. I don't know, because I think the plastic was just a thing like this, and they may have to do a tube. I don't know. I don't like looking at gross stuff, so I just kind of let them do their thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, Dave's Aquarium Thoughts should be on at about an hour and 10 minutes from now. We'll do it that way versus confusing people with time zones. About an hour and 10 minutes, Dave's Aquarium Thoughts should be going. And, somebody had mentioned a page of the events. That may be something we can look into is adding on the Fisher and Fever website, adding a page of events that we could modify and add on to. And we'll figure out how to sort it. Maybe go by, I don't know. We could look at exactly how to sort it, but that may be something interesting that we should add to there. We've already got the community stream times. So yeah, Candy said, stop putting that off. Ed, absolutely. You need to get that done.
Well, honestly, it's the doctors putting it off right now. So I would like them to get it done because I also have a tailbone surgery. I've got a herniated tailbone. And I bought this super nice soft chair because it used to just kill me to sit in the old chairs. But yeah, they aren't going to do anything with my herniated tailbone until they get my heart fixed. But the coolest thing about the whole heart thing is I don't have to do my physical therapy right now. So, yeah.
So,
I don't have to do physical therapy. That's good.
Two things real quick. Main's Tails, Fur, and Fins is here. I don't think she was in our stream earlier in the first one. Said, hi, everyone. I'm late leaving the rodeo with my son, so I'm going to be lurking while driving home. Congratulations. You won in the Project Anabantoid. What was it? Best Picture?
Yes.
Yeah.
The one of the Beto looking at himself in the mirror.
Yep. So you did win that. Congratulations, because I didn't think I saw you in there earlier when we announced that. And then, where is it? Bob Kaler, I wanted to warn you because I had the same issue, and I think that might have been why I kept getting deleted by Google in Steenfot's live stream the one day. I had 4 or 5 of those lovely ladies with no shirts commenting on my videos that they were single for online dating, and I hadn't gotten around to deleting them yet and hiding the user from channel, and that was about the time that Google kept taking it upon itself to delete my comments. So I would say as quick as you can get to those things and remove them probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I know you're going to pull them, but I think that'll help just to keep you safe. Because as soon as I did manage to get in there and delete all of those, I was no longer having issues with Google deleting me. But I guess because I hadn't deleted them, maybe I was being associated with those accounts that Google knew was trash, possibly. Just a heads up. Best thing I could figure on why I kept getting deleted because of my browser history. I mean, I only go and look at your Swiss Aquatics website, Priscilla, so if that's it,
Well, mains, tails, fins, and what, Jess? Let's just call her Jess because it's easier. You also, I don't know if you know this, but you were in a video today. Well, not you, but your fish were represented in one of Petzotic's videos with Diego. He did a box opening of your mud guppies, so that's pretty cool, too.
Kaylor's Aquatic says, okay, I sent her packing. Yeah, she wasn't actually single. You got to be careful. Her boyfriend's in prison, Bob, so just a heads up.
Boy, I can't wait till I'm a big guy like you guys and get these fancy pants people.
Yeah. It's awesome getting the extra spam stuff. You should see the crap I have to delete on a regular basis. But hey, I'll say this, buddy. You got 57 thumbs ups in here, 58 people watching. So you're a big deal to these people, and you're a big deal to me. And I appreciate you. I really do.
Is it wrong that every time Bob posts the picture of the pig, I get hungry?
No.
It makes me think of bacon every time.
I was just going to say bacon. I was going to ask if it was bacon or if it was maybe ham. That's the second thing. Is like slice like a piece of ham, not just like ham sandwich ham. But I digress. We are way off of topic here, if there even is much of one at this point. At least we got through some fun stuff.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah, that's a good point. Bob's asking who the boyfriend that's in jail is. Maybe they were cellmates. Bob did do a good, decent stint. I forgot about that. That's actually why he uses a cane now, was that prison incident with that sharpened toothbrush. But I'm not supposed to talk about that. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, all this stuff. Now the fish doesn't make me too hungry, John. but Priscilla's bacon does. And Fish Topic Steaks does. Oh,
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Candy says bacon is a topic. If Candy says it, you are good to go. So bacon is a topic.
thank you, Candy. I love bacon on just about everything.
Yes. You can't
Yeah,
go wrong with bacon.
You know, I used to have this little dog I was watching for a while its family was moving, and it was a Chihuahua missing half its teeth. So I bought it some of these bacon strips, but I didn't realize it couldn't eat them because of its teeth. But I think it would lick it. But this cat right here that's sleeping would grab them and hide them and like put them up like on the top shelves and stuff. And I didn't even realize it. I felt so bad for that little dog. The baby cat loved the Chihuahua. She used to curl up on top of the Chihuahua. That was when she was just a little thing.
Oh, even Dragon Layer came out of working. Did someone say bacon? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the 60 people in here are almost all bacon lovers. So there you go. Bob, where was it? Bob had made a comment and he barely stuck the guy in prison. Yeah, I was probably over the lady giving him back 99 cents, as change in the meal line. It's probably why. I've seen how angry Bob gets when it comes to stuff like that.
The best dollar you can spend is adding bacon to any pizza you buy.
There you go. Oh, this is great. I love you. This is why I love you people. As off topic as bacon is, we've got everybody excited for it. Kenny, you have a great night, brother. So Danny just got home, taking off.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, she didn't get eaten by a bear.
Perfect.
Or Eden. Eden.
And I do want to say thank you to you all. I know that we had some contributors in here because you broke 1,700. I've got 1,705 subscribers now. So thank you, everyone. I know not all those people are here now because we had some drop off, but I know some of you contributed to that. And pretty much everybody has contributed to that at one point or another. And I'm super excited because I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. So I'm super stoked. And it's amazing how far we've come. So I wanted to throw that out. So thank you very, very much.
That's awesome, James. Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, Blake. Congratulations on your win today. Did Blake win?
Yeah.
Video. He won best video. Congratulations on your video. That would have been terrible if Blake
I thought he was in there when we talked about it. I know he was in a little bit after it.
Well, I saw him come in, and I thought that he may have missed it. But you guys were chatting about something, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Gotcha. Bob pointing out that was Ed over a freaking penny. He came over me at the drive-thru. Damn. Yeah, that was a fun one to watch from the back seat. I was laughing. I was.
I am like one of the most calm guys in the world, but there's a few things that can make me get unglued. And one is when I give exact change, okay? I like giving exact change because I don't like coins because I keep a wallet. So I keep like 5 pennies or a nickel and a pin. So our order came to $6.01, or maybe it was $4.01. And I gave her a 5 and a penny. She dropped the penny on the ground. And I said, "Oh, don't worry about it. I have another." And she says, "Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it." And I'm thinking, oh, she's going to put her penny in. No, she gave me 99 cents. How stupid is that? 99 cents. So, yes, I had to talk to the manager and get my dollar.
Yeah. And then we pull up out of the way, past the thing, and making sure that the food's correct. I think that's why we pulled up and stopped. And somebody in line starts honking.
Well, it was funny because we pulled up, and I think Ro thought, because Ro was following us.
That's right.
I think she thought we were going to keep going, and so she kind of drove crooked to get ready to turn. So we completely blocked the whole driveway or the drive-through. So they were kind of honking at us, but probably more at poor Ro.
Oh, that was a good one. And yes, Candy Overhaul says it's only been a year. You've been hounding me, James. It's only been a year. I actually get my 1 year badge at KG Tropicals here in a couple days. My 1 year member badge. So I'm coming up on my 1 year member badge on all of those channels. I'm super excited about that. Yeah, Grumpy Mike's Fish. I need to speak to the manager. Ed definitely pulled a Karen, as Priscilla said.
And as soon as
Sorry,
I
any
said,
Karens that are out there. That's just how it goes.
I was like, I got 99 cents and I gave her a penny. And they went, gotcha.
Well, if you remember at first, they're like, we can't do anything. Remember? Because she was like, I don't.
Yeah, well, I tried to, when she was giving me the 99 cents, I was like, no, here's a penny. I want $1. That's why I gave you the penny.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't do anything. So we went to the next window, and that's when I demanded to see the manager because she was brain dead. She didn't understand what a penny, how to add 1 cent to 99 cents.
The fun things you run into on the road with fellow fish friends that you don't see on the camera.
But normally, I'm a pretty swell guy.
He is. He really, really is. And I laugh at that being someone that was in retail management for years and years. So I understand the kind of not reasonable people that you have to deal with if you're in retail. And he was definitely being reasonable. So,
and I don't think I was too mad at the manager.
No.
I was getting loud with the girl trying to make her figure out how to add 1 cent to 99. You know, because I don't think she realized how much change is in $1 because they just look at the little thing. You know, I'll give like a kid 7 cents. You know, because it's like $1.77 or something, or $1.77, and I give them 2 cents, so I get a quarter, and that completely confuses kids too. Oh well.
Yeah, I had that happen. I'd hand over the money and it was 97 cents due, and I was still digging for a nickel, so I was digging for, change to even it out. Or no, wait, I was getting 97 cents back. Sorry, I was getting 97 cents back because the person took my cash and didn't wait for me to get the change. And I'm like, well, here's a nickel. Just give me 102 back. And they're like, I can't do that. And I'm like, you owe me 97 cents. If I give you a nickel, you owe me $1.02. Well, I can't do that. I've already typed it in. So same thing. I get a little, like somebody said, #triggered when stuff like that happens. But I'm also one of those horrible people that when I did interviews, I would give math quizzes before I'd hire a cashier.
Well, when I worked at the movie theater, that was the only time I was really a cashier. Our machines didn't even tell us the exact change. You had to do the math in your head. And I know this is like a bajillion years ago, but still, math can't have changed that much.
No. And you're not supposed to have, at least where I work, you weren't allowed to have a calculator at the register because, long story short, people had used those to figure out how much money they had skimmed from the tills so they could take the right amount out at the end of the night. So you weren't supposed to keep calculators around. So it's like, why do I need math? Because I'm not giving you a calculator, and you're bound to push the wrong buttons and things happen. So, but anyways, math is a whole nother rant, and it is 12:34 in the morning.
Thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate you all. Do we know who's coming up next?
We've still got 60 people watching our bacon math rant.
Oh, no.
I love you guys. That's
you poor
great.
guys. Oh, jeepers.
Yeah, and that's John Doe, hello, John Doe. I hadn't seen you around before, but glad to have you here. I saw you pop up earlier. Some cash registers show you the exact change to give back, like it literally does all the work for you. It does, but that's part of the problem because people will input the wrong amount, or like, Ed or myself, we give you an extra nickel after the fact, after you've typed it in and then you don't know what to do. Whereas I'm the type of person, I've literally done it to show a point, that would type in $1,000 for every single transaction to show that it didn't matter what you typed into the register as long as you did the real math right. Because I always, long story short, I like numbers and calculations. So I would try and predict what you were going to pull out of your pocket and wallet before you actually handed it to me, and try and know your change before you had even handed me any money. So I would be like, oh, it's 27. You're probably going to hand me that quarter and those 2 pennies. Or maybe you didn't have that. You got a nickel in this. So I should, this is probably going to be the number I gave you. But I never used the register for change. It was always in my head.
Bob asked me if I have any photos. I don't think so. It's before I had a beard, and it's when I had hair. But I still have part of the suit or the outfit. James, if you want to talk for 2 or 3 minutes, I think it's in my closet. I can go put it on for you all.
Could I talk that long? I don't know. I guess I could. Yeah. And then after Ed does that,
your finger.
After Ed does that, I need to go to the little boys' room. So I think we'll call it after that.
Okay.
Or I'll at least step away. But yeah, good night. I have to take these off. Yeah, that'll probably help your computer stay in place. Foxy, good night. I appreciate you being here. Like Candy said, never give Ed 99 cents. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Ed will go find a penny in the parking lot to give you before he'll take 99 cents from you. He said, talk about my finger. Finger is doing fine, as I pointed out earlier. For those of you that don't know, the piranha nipped me a little bit. But it's back in good shape. Doesn't hurt. And it's almost completely healed up. I'm going to have a nice indentation, so I'm thinking about getting a piranha tattoo right there. I can't actually see the camera because I've got the chat over my camera, but thinking about getting a piranha right there, and it would also cover up this other one that I'd like to be rid of. So who's voting for the piranha tattoo? How can I get my antlers to breed faster? So typically with big guppies and antlers, also works with like your Neocaridina shrimp. Warmer temperatures will cause them to reproduce quicker. Keep in mind that when you crank the temperature up, you're speeding up the reproductive process, but you're also shortening their lifespan. So just keep that in mind. If you've got them cranked up, that'll help. You're going to shorten their lifespan. You're going to get more fry out of them, though, and then, of course, more food because you're speeding up that metabolism. So, and yeah, there, John Cox said it exactly. John Doe, higher temps and feeding them real well with live foods, but shortens their life. Dragon Layer's got the other one. Play some Barry White for him, John. Yeah, Ginger, that's exactly it. I was thinking about having a piranha with its mouth open, like right there, just because I think that would be funny. I mean, how many people are walking around with piranha chunks out of their face? Let me rephrase that. I'm sure there are a lot in other places where piranha occur naturally and they're being, dealt with on a daily basis. It's probably not nearly as uncommon. But how many people are walking around, Tennessee with piranha chunks out of them? Ed, I haven't said a word the whole time. We took 2 moments of silence.
Well, very disappointing. I didn't see my vest. I've kept my vest because it had pins of all the movies that year. So it was like The Nightmare Before Christmas, Cliffhanger, Last of the Mohicans. I'm trying to think. Well, there's a Twizzlers one on there. I think Aladdin was on there. So it's kind of like when you're in the army, you get like little pins. And when you're at the movie theater, it's like the movies that come out. You put your pins on your shirt, and it shows like the more pins you got, the longer you've been around. But I did find my tie. So let's see. Oh,
so I was to say, I just noticed what shirt you're wearing. Ed and I didn't discuss this beforehand. We didn't plan this out, but we each have our KG Tropical shirts on. So yep. I thought that was pretty funny. I just noticed you had the bubbles, and I've, of course, got the Oscars.
Well, I was going to ask you about that one because I haven't seen it. That's really neat.
Yeah, that's the one that I don't know if he was wearing it this week, but last week, John and Lisa each wore one of these. So I think John was wearing bubbles last week, and Lisa was wearing the Oscar shirt. So I thought that was pretty funny that we ended up with KG Tropical shirts on, and we didn't plan it out. Go figure.
This is how funny it would have been. This thing used to kind of be loose on me so I could breathe. Now I can't fit it around my stupid neck. I used to play hockey probably 3 hours a day back then. And I was 100 pounds lighter. So, yeah. and I didn't have the beard. I didn't have the neck. But it actually matches Bubbles.
I like it.
Well, I'll tell you what. When I find that vest, Bob, I will definitely wear it for you sometime because it's pretty cool for one of the streams. But I'd probably be like this because it probably won't.
So yeah, John Cox says it's got the bleep cuss word on the back that you can go F yourself on the back, and that's why I dislike it. But love Oscars.
You're sure?
Yeah. It says if you don't like Oscars, and on the back it says you can go F blank blank K yourself. I don't particularly care for it, but I actually bought it for Mrs. Fever because she's a huge Oscar fan, so I know she doesn't give a crap. So she'll be wearing it more than I will, but I had to try it out for tonight, and I think it's an awesome shirt. But I can understand that.
Bob Kaler gave me this one. Super cool. I appreciate it, Bob, because it's a really cool shirt.
Where was it? There was you saying my house stays about 72, 73. I don't use heaters in the inler tanks. Without bumping up the heat, Ed, do you know of a good way to speed up production for inlers? Other than bumping up the heat, I mean, you can feed like live foods or higher quality foods, but I don't know if that's going to speed up production as much as the heat bump.
Well, make sure you're feeding them and that their fry have plenty of hide, so they're not eating their fry.
Yep.
So whenever you separate the female, maybe even that's pregnant, so you'll end up with more.
I was going to say that's good protein though if they're eating the fry. So,
but I mean, if they're just trying to grow them, yeah, high protein food, I guess.
Yeah.
But inlers are smaller than guppies, so they're not going to get too big. He knows that though. He's awesome.
Absolutely. That's one thing I will say. The half black AOCs I've got, the female's massive in this line. I mean, the females hit 3 inches, no problem.
Yeah.
All my other ones, the females are smaller, but that particular line, his females get massive out of that strain.
Big girls, more fish.
Yep.
Or bigger babies.
I think I am pretty much done for the night, my friend. I would be happy to hang out and play tech support if you want me to backstage, but
no, it's all right. It's been a crazy long day for me, and my prayers go out to one of my best friends in St. Louis. She lost her mom, and she lost her yesterday.
Sorry to hear that.
I didn't know if I was going to be here tonight. They haven't figured out their services or anything yet, so kind of a drag. But I don't know. Sometimes she watches the shows. So I love you, and I'm sorry. Sucks.
All right. Well, I'm not going to take the ending because this is Ed's channel. But last thing I want to say real quick is GRB said thought guppies bred every 3 to 4 weeks, whether you want them to or not. Not necessarily. And strain also impacts that as well. I've got some that don't breed quite as often. Kaler's Products is Doug Gray. Just dropped a guppy update vid. Out of here. Thanks, guys. Bob, have a great night. Dave's Aquarium Thoughts is next. Thank you, Candy Overhauls, for dropping that link. Everybody gets a potty break and can go grab a snack and a beverage, as Michael would say with Michael's Fish Room. I'm out until next time. You know my saying, but love you guys. Thanks again for your support. Turn it over to the boss man here.
Okay. And I think I might have it down. Make sure that you're having fun with your fish. Don't be afraid to get your hands wet. Did that sound better? You guys decide. I want to say something about getting your hands wet because I think that sounds cool.
You decide.